Okay. Looks live. Don't have any audience just yet. Anybody in the house? Okay, I see one viewer. Who is it? Hi Maska, how are you doing? Hi Rohan, so good to see you. 3 people. Maska, can you tell me if you can hear me and see me clearly? I see 4 people. Hi Sushma, thank you so much for tuning in. Are the comments delayed by any chance? Seems like. Hi Mandar. Let me see if I can see it the other way. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much for the confirmation, Maska. Namaste, guys. This is Poonam. I am live again for an exciting talk show with a friend, a motivational speaker, a transformation expert, Tanwita Ganguly. I'm not sure if she is online just yet. So, today we will be talking about her journey from multiple breakups to Hi Piyush, so good to see you. Multiple breakups to breakthrough. Let me see, why can I not see myself online? Tanvi is here. Tanvi, just give me 1 minute. For some reason, I can see myself on the screen but not on the laptop. 1 second. I'll get you on the screen. 1 minute. Hi Suyog, thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, give me 1 minute. I will get the show started. I think I found, and I lost. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Where is my mute button? Okay, this is mute. I can play it here. Okay, I'll get you on the screen, Tanvi. Ting. Hey Tanvi, so good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Awesome, how are you?
I'm also
It is
doing
so
well. I
good to
was
see
just
you. You
waiting
look
for
so
this
beautiful.
moment. Thank you so much. That must be, I mean, your positive vibe where I'm getting and I'm glowing here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. For some reason, your voice is on and off. I don't know if it's my network or let me
Oh,
just stop this. My Wi-Fi is taking data on my laptop and
I
I
can
can't
see
hear.
well in my laptop, I think. Um, can anybody comment if
Your voice is
you
clear.
can hear my voice properly?
Aarti, such a long time. So good to see you. Hi, Ashish. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see 10 people.
Nice.
Aarti, can you please tell us if the voice and video is clear? I know when they would watch us on the replay, everything will be smooth. Hi, Mubin. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think the comments are delayed.
I think so.
Mubin Sheikh wants to be in your video. What do you want to talk about, Mubin? Maybe next time. Next time. Today is Tanvi's day.
It's
I
actually
see
great to
12
see
people.
all of the people's message within this span of time.
Thank you
That's
so much,
actually great.
Sushma. Sushma confirms that we can hear you both. So let's get the show
Thank you.
started. For accepting the request to be on the show. I don't usually with guests, but the moment I feel that there is a message that has to be sent across the masses is when I go for the live shows. And today's topic is one of them. So in the past, in the recent past, not just the recent past, I guess in last 1 year, I have had a lot of people going through breakups, and I think the COVID situation has contributed
Yes.
a lot to the breakups.
Yes.
And I thought it'll be best to get it from the expert who's been through multiple breakups. So
Correct.
Tanvi is a friend who is a transformation expert, a motivational speaker, a law of attraction coach, and she is a YouTuber and a podcaster as well. And the moment she spoke about how she went from breakups, multiple breakups, to self harm, to breakthrough journey, it was
Yeah.
amazing to understand that somebody who's been through so many breakups, somebody in a state of self harm, can have such a beautiful smile and can inspire so many people. So I will get the show started. And for those who do not know, my name is Poonam. I have Tanvi with me. And I will leave the floor to you, Tanvi. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure, definitely. So, first of all, Poonam, thank you so much for having me. It is really a great opportunity for me because I always have thought that I should share my this story because this can inspire many people. But I never thought that I will get this opportunity. I thought that I'll create a short span of video, maybe in a series, and I'll share. But this is an amazing platform where I can share and where people will hear my voice live. That's a really amazing thing. So thank you so much for having me, Poonam. You're
To
really
us?
doing a great job. And yes, you have introduced my work well. This I am a personal transformation expert, and where I focus on law of attraction, especially, and because through that, this is the reason actually I'm here now. Through that, I got to know what I want from my life and why I was there. And that's why I'm here today. I'm talking about this. So, all the things which I've learned, not only from any bookish knowledge or from any video, also through my own life. And that is why I say myself as transformation expert. I don't know I should say this about it like this or not, but yeah, I mean, I can. And also,
Go.
I am a life coach, and I'm also a life coach because it's all about life, and we are here. We all are living being, and we need to have some guidance to live this life, not only to, just to sustain it within this body. We have to live this life. So, and also through YouTube, I do that. So I call myself YouTuber, and also I do some podcasts. So yes, podcast, and this is all about me. Very small intro, and yeah.
So, how long has it been that your journey started?
It was properly 1 year, but yes, when you can take it almost 2 year, but I am into this world, in spiritual world, and doing meditation regularly from last 1 year, and from when the magic starts.
So how did the journey start? How is it that, all this while you were in the material world and doing things like everybody's doing? How did the
Correct.
journey start? What was that moment that made you realize, no, this is the point that I should be taking charge of the life and get the journey started?
So I was in aviation for last 6 years. I thought that that is on the field I think I should be with, and this is me. But somehow, wherever I was, I changed my company from one to two. Thought of this company is not perfect for me. Maybe number two company will be perfect for me. Then in number two company, I shift my base from one place to another place. Thought of this place would not be the right one. Then I shifted to the B place, and that is also not, that was also not working for me. So I was like, what is wrong with me? I mean, I am happy, but I'm not satisfied. I'm happy, but I am not getting that vibe that this is my life. This is what I want. That was somewhere missing. And also within this span, I was going through with a lot of breakups. So I was like shattered completely, and I don't know whom to ask, what whom to call. So I was only asking my universe that I the surrendering, that was the moment that I'm done, and now I'm giving my life to you, and now you say what should I do. um, there in between I also tried to do suicide thrice, and I failed thrice, and then I understood that okay, this is not for me, at least in this life, so I have to leave this life.
Three
So I
times.
was just pray.
Not ready to leave.
Yeah. Okay, so then I was just saying that, you know what, I don't know what you want, just tell me what you want, because I cannot go and I cannot stay here in this way. So tell me what should I do. So one fine, always used to in my mobile through YouTube or Facebook or whatever it is, I always into my mobile. So one fine night, I saw some video was appearing in my YouTube screen as spirit guide. So I thought, what spirit? I mean, that must be something related to ghost or something, and I'm definitely not in it. So I just swiped up. And the next day, again, something such related to spirit. Okay, related to spirit. I said, what is wrong with me? Am I attracting something such? No, no, I'm not gonna watch this video. And then after 2 weeks, again, I got something, and along with that, I got a headline which is law of attraction. Like, okay, I heard about law of attraction, I don't know from where, but okay, this video is coming in front of me, let me watch. And that was boom, that was the moment when everything starts appearing, the truth starts appearing in front of me. And then I got that interest. I like, okay, this is something exists, I think this is what I'm looking for. So I was just doing a lot of research through internet, and I was practicing, as I was not having that proper guideline. So
Hmm.
sometime I used to fail also. And then I understood, no, this is not the right way. I was doing wrong. So after doing meditation, cleansing, aura cleansing meditation, and um, all the chakra open meditation for 6 months, then I understood that no, from after 6 months, I started watching that all 111, 222, and I never focus that that also can mean something to you. I mean, okay, my phone number ends with 222. What is it? Okay, that angelic number 111, 222, 333. I say, okay, what is this? Then I start watching, and then I understood. And then I noticed when I was in Delhi, my room number was 111. So it was
Wow.
really amazing. So yes, this is how it all started.
Wow. And if I am not mistaken, you have a course as well. You've created a course as well, right?
Yes, yes. My course is also just like my designation. It's personal transformation course. It's personal transformation challenge, to be very specific. And there I also did the same thing. The person who is not even aware of this law of attraction, they don't know what you can do with this. So they can have an idea, they can start practice, and they can get a result. So from scratch, just like I was. So I give a step by step guideline so that people who are completely amateur can also have this and can also change their life the way I have done mine.
That's so beautiful. Guys who've just tuning in, I see Sonika, I saw Chuck also. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And for those whose name I have missed, thank you so much for tuning in. I am in conversation with Tanwita Ganguly, who's talking about her journey from multiple major breakups to breakthrough. And that gets me to my first question, Tanvi. When you speak about breakups, how is it that one breakup happened, but you went through multiple major breakups and all committed breakups, if I am not mistaken? So,
Yes,
how is it that
yes.
you, from one breakup, you went into another, then the third? How did that all happen? What makes you think that all happened?
So I think now, as I already have crossed, so I am now connecting the dots. And I think what the biggest mistake which I have done, and the people who also are doing now, who are suffering, is that you may have one relationship and you may end that relation with some negative vibe. But the mistake which we all do, that we do not give that time in between. That between time is very, very important, because once you have
Healing
completed one
time.
journey, correct. So once you have completed one journey, now you are having certain aura, which is most of the cases are negative, because all the struggles and the battles and everything we do with that relationship. So what we
Because believe me, all in all that happened is all negative.
yeah. So
Everybody
so what
runs away.
I Yeah. So, what we do actually, we think that no, we are jumping to the next relationship just because we like that person. But if you check the deep inside truth, it's like that we want to forget that person, and that's why we're jumping to that. So, of course, the person whom we are going, there is some sort of interest and likings to that person. But the major problem was that I was not healed, and that's why just to forget that person, I jumped to another relationship. And that negative ball, which was there as my aura, I jumped into the new relationship with that aura and ended up that relationship with another very bad ending, which I can say. There was mental abuse, physical abuse. So that ended up in this way. That's only because I was having that aura, which was only increasing because I was not even realized that is something which I am doing. So again, from second relationship, when I jumped to the third relation, okay, just to mention, the first relation was for 6 years, second relation was for 3 years, and now the final one, which was also for 3 years. So again, I haven't cleared anything.
Well,
I jumped into another, move, yeah. So moving to another moving to another city, thought of the city can give me a fresh start. Mm, I was so full, I was not even aware that city cannot give you change. You have to change yourself, you have to clean yourself. So I jumped into another, and that ended up also as that their parents are not accepting because I'm from different caste. After 3 years, I got to know this, and the person is also now married. So this is how these
yeah.
three relationships ended. So the first point which I really want to mention is that in case if you're jumping to another relation, give a break, give me time. That's very important.
Abhishek Patil is watching me. He's a very old friend. He says you're becoming an inspiration to many. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Abhishek.
Thank you.
Chitraksha is also
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you so much for tuning in, Chitraksha. Hi, Maksha. My very good friend, my soul sister Saila is also here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, will it be right to say, Tanvi, that the reason you went from one relationship to another, thinking that, this will be a fix to the first one, is because you had this void within you? You wanted somebody else to fill it?
Correct. I was. I always used to think that I cannot live alone. I never thought that I can live alone. It's my life. It's all my choice. So the moment I finished one chapter, I thought that, oh God, I can't live anymore. What I'll do, I need one support. That's the big mistake. You no need to have a support. You are your own support because universe is there. But instead of calling universe, I was calling for a person. So that was the big mistake.
Okay. So you did not feel complete, and then it was like those puzzles that you needed a piece from outside to
Exactly.
put that puzzle together. So that's a very
Correct. Correct.
good message for whoever's going to observe that jumping from one relationship to another one does not help. You've got to feel
Correct.
whole yourself. You've got to. So when we keep on talking about self-love, 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 yes, it can be that you love yourself, you kiss yourself, you hug yourself. Yes, it's extreme stage of self-love, but it starts with realizing that you are whole. That's the reason that the source, universe, God, whoever is that you believe in, has sent you alone. If you would have
Correct.
been if you would not have been whole, the universe would have sent somebody with you. But the
Correct.
only
I
reason
agree.
God sent you alone is because you are whole, because you are one. You are the one who's complete. You do not need
Right.
anybody else from the outside to make you feel complete. And jumping
Correct.
from
Correct.
it is okay to break up, it is okay to not be with someone who you do not feel alignment with, you do not feel coordination with, you do not feel that support with. It is okay to do that, but before you jump into any other relationship, make sure that you're healed. Make sure that you're not carrying
Correct.
any negative energy before jumping into another relationship, because when you do that, you unknowingly, so nobody would want the next relationship to fail, but like Tanvi said, she failed because she was carrying. So right now I'm not even talking about energies also, but knowingly, even if you don't believe it, not believe it, law of attraction is working all the time. So if you
Absolutely.
jump into another relationship without realizing that you're carrying that energy, you would only attract those things in your life. And that's
Right.
exactly what happened to me. So um, when you're going through a breakup, give yourself time. Give yourself time to feel whole. Give yourself time to understand that yes, whatever that you went through was either an experience or a
Hmm.
learning. There was some or the
Hmm.
other lesson. If you even
Hmm.
only if you want to realize it.
Correct.
If you jump into another relationship thinking that it will be better than the previous one, then I'm sorry, you're mistaken. That is not going to happen.
Correct. And I
It's
think also
not about,
for,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, please, 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 you complete first.
So it's not about what's going on the outside. It's about how you're feeling within. If you're feeling loved
True.
within, you will only attract. If you're
Hmm.
not feeling loved, if you're feeling all the hatred, why did the person leave me? Why did God send the person in my life? If you're feeling all that energy, you will
Hmm.
automatically, naturally attract such people.
Right.
Yes, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying that I think the key of self-love is not to focus on only, not to focus on how I can be happy. You also need to focus that whatever the flaws you are having currently, it's okay to have those flaws, to accept that flaws. You need to analyze what you are, and then only you can segregate into good and bad things, and then only you can focus on the bad things too, to make it good. So people like me, which I used to be, was like, I never thought that thing which I told, that I thought that I need one stick to stand. That was something I never realized, or some of the time I had in my mind, but I never accept. I thought that no, I can live alone. That is not an issue, but it's better to have another relationship. But when I start analyzing, especially meditation helps me a lot to analyze that, oh no, it's not like that. It's actually, I was um, in a problem. It was a problem that you think that you can't survive alone. That's a problem. And when I analyzed that thing, that no, it was just a cloud which needs to be clear, because you can, because that's just, you say that you are here in this world alone and you go alone. So it's your journey. Whomsoever will come and go for mainly three reasons. You come in this world, in this earth, mainly for three reasons. First, you have to clear your karma, bad karma in case if you're having. Second, you need to learn some lessons through that. And third, what the lessons you learn, now it's your time to share, to give to this world. So the moment you understand or you realize that this is your sole purpose, and whatever happened for you, it's maybe for karma clearance and also for your own lesson, to know where you are and what you need to work on. And then you start realizing, start valuing yourself. It's just like automation. Like you start understanding, oh, these are the good things also I'm having, this is the bad things, okay, I can take care of that. Then you start giving your focus on those positive things, and where you give your focus, that expands through that. You actually start, okay, I'm having a skin problem, but it's okay. I mean, that can happen, and if I apply one cream or something, it can be healed. It's not like that you only have to apply makeup just to hide it, just to look pretty in front of everybody, but at the end, when you come back home, before going to sleep, when you wash your face, you'll see that face, and you'll think that, oh, how ugly I am. That is not self-love. Self-love means you have to accept your flaws as well. And that's very difficult, but that's the one through which you can enter to that zone.
I think it is not difficult, it is our conditioning. We've been
Yeah,
raised
yeah,
to say that, anything less than perfect, and especially what's going on with social media nowadays, where everybody is trying to look perfect on the outside. There's a lot of comparison, a lot of validation that's
correct.
happening from the outside. You don't get one picture I had uploaded, I got 100 likes. Now I have uploaded this picture, I did not get those many likes, and this is comparison happening, and people start doing it on them. I think I lost you, Tanvi. One second, guys. Hi, Richa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. I think Tanvi lost the network. Tanvi, are you back? Okay, I lost my guest. I'm waiting for her to come back. Meanwhile, thank you so much for tuning in, Manpreet. Thank you so much, Ashutosh. Thank you so much, Sajid. Tanvi, let me know once you're here. Thank you so much, Abhishek. How are you doing? Long time. Okay, this is the first time that I've lost my guest in between the show, but then I'm sure she will be back. Send me a request once. Yes, I am sending you a request. One second. Hmm, Tanvi, invite. I've sent you a request, Tanvi. Yes, hang in there,
Yeah, I think I'm
Abhishek.
back.
Yes, you are very much back. Somebody asked me, no, I am not wearing fake lashes. No, that's just my mascara, sorry.
Oh, so it's a compliment.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, you were saying, I
So
think
I'm
I was
audible
talking
and
about.
everything.
Yes, you are very much audible and you are very much on the video also clear.
Ah, that's great.
I think we lost the point. We were talking about some, we were talking about flaws. Yes, we were talking about flaws. So it is not
Yes,
difficult to accept your flaws.
yes.
I remember as a kid, I was teased for my overbite, and I was teased for my lips also. And for a long time, I thought that having an overbite is an issue. I have to get it corrected, and I don't have good lips. But later on, when I realized it's a blessing, and that's when I started accepting. So your flaws are not really flaws. It's just the way you've been made.
Yeah,
Those are not flaws. It's a part of you. Once you accept everything to be a part of you,
part of
they
you.
are not
Yes,
flaws anymore.
yes,
They're just part of you.
yes,
So
yes,
you've got to
correct.
feel
Mm.
even if I get wrinkles maybe 10 years down the line, they've got to be a part of me. I can't keep the wrinkles away and think that they are my flaws. No. Everything is a part
True,
of you. The moment you
true.
understand that everything is a part of you, whatever you get in life, whatever you get on your skin, whatever you get on your body, is a part of you. The people that you've had in
Mm.
your life, good, bad, ugly, regardless, they were supposed to be a part of your journey. So it's us who
True.
makes it difficult. Otherwise, accepting flaws is, honestly speaking, is easier. They're not flaws.
Yeah.
That gets me to my next question. When you were going through this phase of one relationship to another, what made you think about self-harm?
When I was actually jumping from one to another, thinking of that second relation or third relation can give me a wonderful life. And when I ended up with lots of negative things, I thought that even, when you start having those negative aura, you start, what I'll say, your own parents start reacting in a different way. It's not just because they are bad, it's only because your vibe is negative. And within that vibe, whomsoever is coming, is giving you that negative vibe only. So when I was getting that negatives from the world, I was a big people pleasure. So if people are not giving me a stamp that you are doing well, so I am not doing well, no matter it's actually good. So even when I used to get that not approval from the society, I also used to get that not approval from that relationship, and also that not approval from my own parents. I thought that what's the point of living? There is no point of living because nobody wants me. Everybody hates me. So I thought of
One
taking
second,
self-harm. I
second. Sorry
thought,
to interrupt. Mascarenas is asking a question. Sweetheart, I will open the questions later in the section. Right now, I will just ask her the questions that I have received till today. And these are the questions that I'm asking are a combination of the questions that I've received from the viewers. So let me get done with them, then I'll open the floor for questions. I hope that's okay. Yeah, Tanvi, you were saying?
Yeah, so then I took the first attempt of my that suicide attempt I took for the very first time, and I failed because I was not mature of the steps. I thought that maybe 2 to 3 that sleeping pills can kill me, which didn't. So at the second time when I thought that okay, I should try once again, then I'm telling you now one thing. So when I was searching on internet doing that, how to do suicide, I was so mad. I was searching on Google how to do suicide.
Really?
So Google is very clever. Yeah, so Google is very clever. Google says that you can do suicide through hanging from that roof, or you can jump in front of the train and all this stuff. But if you do this one, then you will die with this pain. If you jump in front of the train, you will die, but you will die with this pain. And then I realized, oh, that's a lot of thing. I don't think I can harm myself that much. I was so full. I was not realizing that okay, that's when I love myself. I was like, okay, no, I think I should go for the easier way. Then what I did, I took one. My mother used to have one high pressure medicine. Along with that, I took 4 sleeping pills and 2 that pressure medicines. I thought this will work, and definitely this didn't. So again, I search on internet. The, this is not working. Then I search medicine. What medicine can kill me? Then I didn't get any answer from Google. They were giving me everything, but not how I can die. So that was a momentum which was only increasing. So then I took one full bottle of sleeping pills because that is the only handy medicine which I was having on that time in my home, because I'm having my grandma who
Full
needs to have.
sleeping pill.
So I thought, yeah, because she is now, and she have half of the medicine some of the time, not every night. So because she's having another problem, so that has been prescribed through doctors only. So I took all the bottles and I pour it up in my mouth. What happened? I died. I was sleeping for whole 5 days. I was sleeping for whole 5 days after having the sleeping pills, a full bottle, and also having low pressure. For that, I also had that what is it, a glucose water. And then I woke up again, and I thought that okay, this is the third time, and I failed, and this life I cannot die in this way. So I had to survive. Again, I thought I had to survive, not I had to leave. I had to survive. So then that survival journey starts from there.
I can't believe you
I hope my mom is not watching
Googled
this, because my mom.
guys. I'm only making the only reason we can talk about it and laugh at it right now is because, like she said, that she tried doing it thrice. She in fact Googled it so that it's foolproof and nothing goes wrong, and she succeeds to take her life. But she's alive, talking to us, and happy that she was immature, that she couldn't do it properly. And the only reason we are laughing
Correct.
about it is because we've realized that it's not just her. Even I have tried it. Maybe I'll talk about it some other time. But then, honestly speaking, it takes a lot of courage to end your life when you realize that you love yourself a lot. But yes, there's some element of ego, there's some element of foolishness where you put somebody else on the pedestal and think that they are God, and if they're not
Right.
with you, you are not supposed to be living here on the planet, which is not true. And since we've had that realization, we can laugh it out. So anybody who's going
Yeah,
through a phase where they're thinking on the lines of self-harm, please do realize that there are a lot of people besides your exes, besides your broken partners. There are a lot of people otherwise who love you.
definitely.
And even if there's not even a single
Yes,
person who loves you, remember that you came on this planet
we are there.
by yourself and you will go by yourself. And in the journey, you will meet people who would love you. So there's
Yeah,
no point. There's nothing besides this life. Nothing at all.
right.
Which gets me to my next question, Tanvi. So there's this friend who's going through a major relationship issue, and she's asked me to ask you. For some reason, she's not online. She sent me a friend request, but I've already maxed out my friends, so I can't confirm her
Oh,
request also. Her question is, why do I fall for the wrong people all the time? Why does that happen?
so it's a big question. When I ended up number three relation, I was only having one left. That's universe. Why? Why me? I just only wanted to know why.
Tanvi,
So the answer which I got, is it
one
okay?
second, your video is frozen and your voice is breaking up.
Okay.
I think it is better now.
Is it okay now?
I don't know, guys. Can you tell me if it's my network or Tanvi's network? Because she seems to be no, she seems okay now. I don't know whose network is it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Because I
better.
can see from my laptop. Yeah. Okay.
It is better. It is better
So
now.
the answer which I okay. So the answer which I got is that, as I just say, that everything happens for a reason, and it's not about that you are falling for the wrong person. It's about your experience. It's only about that phase, and that phase is trying to teach you something. And until and unless you learn that, universe will keep giving you the same situation again and again and again, because universe is telling that, okay, I am here for you, but I will never give you something until unless you learn something. You deserve a lot of things, but I won't give you until unless you learn something, because this is the learnings for which you are here in this earth now. So just like me, I was having repetitive relationship. The nature was also repetitive. It's only because I was not learning that I also need to give some time to me. I also need to love myself. I also need to realize that I can live by myself, and I learned it very badly. So in case if you are going through with some sort of problem, please learn it on the first time, or else universe will pull your ear and will teach you very badly. That's the thing I can say.
Yeah,
That nothing is for that you're falling for a wrong person. You are doing something wrong, or maybe you are going with this path because here at the end of the journey you need to learn something which will change your life. And after that phase, when you will be there, you will be a new person, and who can teach others as well that, dear, this may happen, this is the reason, and I have been through, just like you and me, we have been through, that's why we are giving. So nothing is for any bad person, and we cannot judge anybody that we are bad or good. That's only negative and positive, both are energy, just like day and night. We cannot
yeah,
say this is bad, this is good, because that's only in our head.
yeah, true.
So if we want to be something, then we want something from the society, we have to be that, because what we are, we only attract that.
True.
So nothing for a bad reason. There is nothing such. We need to change this vocabulary. There is nothing called bad. It's only for your reason. Everything is happening for you, nothing against you.
True. So the answer is that there's no such thing as falling for the wrong person. It's you who's not learning the lesson. If you learn
Correct.
your lesson and then move on to the other one, then there'll be no such thing as bad person. And I love the way you've put it across. There's no such thing. We've got to change our vocabulary, yes. So there's
Hmm.
no good or bad, they're different. There's no
Correct.
thing as good or bad.
Correct.
It's yin and yang, day and night, left and right, everything is duality.
Right. Right. Right.
So,
That
yes,
has to be
I'm
there. Without that, you will not get that balance. That has to be there. Like, there's also something which people think that, okay, I am always thinking positive. I am also always thinking of people's betterment. Then why this is happening with me? This will come to you because this is how life goes. This is the balance. You need to be ready for getting everything, but now it's up to you what you will choose, because if both things are there and if you give your focus to the positive side, that will expand automatically. So it's not like you'll not get any bad things, you will get, but within that time it would be your exam time, that how and where you are giving your focus.
so where are you focused more?
Correct.
Okay. Sachin is in the house. Hi Sachin, thank you so much for tuning in. He is one of my first mentors who I've heard of law of attraction from. So
Wow, hi from my
I
end also.
okay. That gets me to the next question, Tanvi. When you talk about self-love, your journey of transformation. So do you think it can only happen once you learn these lessons, or you can do it otherwise also? Does it really have to be this way that one
um,
person has to go through breakups and self harm and get heartbroken and learn their lessons and then think about self love? Do you think it's that way, or there's something wrong with our conditioning?
I think the second option would be most prominent for nowadays, like how we are conditioning. Our skeptical mind is something which we are capturing from outwards, and that is what we are unconsciously visualizing, and we are getting that reality. So, self love is something which is the basic thing, and we need
Like
to have that.
basic thing. It is a love the way you emphasized.
Yeah, so everybody should have that love for it. It's not selfish. It's not selfish. It's about that I am happy with myself. I'm happy how I look. I'm happy how I speak. How I'm happy how I take things. But of course, if there is anything which you can improve, there's always a room for improvement. But you should not judge, or you should not see that, oh no, if that person's, another thing is like uniqueness. People often take uniqueness as disability. So if you are unique, don't consider this that you are not, you are just not with everybody. That doesn't mean that you are bad. You can be unique. You can have your unique way to express things. You can have your unique way to see the world. And if it is positive, if it is not harming anybody, then you don't need to think bad about yourself. Don't think that you have to go with the flow with how everybody is just going. You can have with your own uniqueness and can be happy. So in case if we get these learnings from when we are just little, so I don't think we will go through with this lot, like this disaster in our life, because we know how to take things. It's just like bad things will come, negative thing will come, but you will focus always on the positive sides. So yes, so mostly it's about the how we are conditioned with. And for some of the cases that I just said, that you come in this world for three reasons. The first reason is to you have to clear your karma.
Yeah.
So you never know how you have planned before coming to this earth.
Yeah.
Maybe you have chosen this way to learn this lesson,
Yeah.
to clear your karma. So some of the people, they are having, maybe just because they have to clear their
Yeah.
karma.
I get it.
But mostly it's because how you're conditioned with, just mostly because that is the truth which has been suppressed for millions of years, and that's why we are suffering. We, everybody, like our parents, their parents, their parents, everybody's suffering and thinking of, especially for girls, thinking of that we are girls, we have to um, deal with it because this is how life is all about. It's also for some of the boys also. It's not, I'm not specify the gender, but we think that okay, I can see my parents are also suffering, I can see my friends are also suffering, so I think this is the life. No, this is not like that. We can change and we can be the example for others.
Would you agree that there's a lot wrong that's going with the parenting, especially in India? I remember reason we are raised with the belief that if I praise my kid, the kid will get stubborn, the kid will not think of improving. So I think it starts with home. If you do not praise your kid, if you do not make your kid believe that they are enough, they will keep on seeking validation from the outside. And that
Right.
has happened with me also. As my mom will never approve of me that I was beautiful, I was good in studies, I was good in extracurricular activities. I was always told that yeah, okay, you're doing good, and I had to keep on seeking that validation. Tell me that I'm doing good, tell me that I'm looking good, and they would never.
Mm,
And I remember recently one of the friends telling me that I'm your best friend because I do not praise you. I am your best friend because I am your biggest critic. And that's the way we've been conditioned.
right, but
In fact,
this is
I
not
think
true.
parents are your first support system. And that is where your
Correct.
majority of your conditioning happens. So if your parents do
Right.
not make you believe that you're enough, throughout your life, you'll keep on seeking validation from the external world to validate you that yes, you look beautiful, yes, you are enough.
Yes, I
And
completely agree with you, Poonam.
about it as well that some of the contribution to your journey was from your home as well, that you were not loved.
Yes, 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 definitely. So if I describe my life, I always used to be a shy girl because there were certain scenarios which happened when I was child, where my voice was not approved by my parents. So I thought that I should not speak
Okay.
because maybe if I speak, nobody will accept. So I don't think I should speak. And that disappointment was there within my soul. And when I started going to my school, then I again started getting those things. But as I got that first stamp from my parents, so I started believing that no, this is truth. I should not speak. I should not speak. I only can be, I only should be a good listener because a good listener can be a winner. So I always used to listen. And when I think there are many scenarios where I have to speak so that people should know what was happened with me. But I was not speaking because I thought that I should not speak. I only should be a good listener. And that is how I was conditioned until my college life. After that, when I joined my job, oh my god, that interview time was the most horrific time. I must say that. Forget about your throat, my whole body used to shiver. My whole body used to shiver before going to the interview. And I used to think that, oh my god, what he will gonna ask and what I will gonna reply, because I was not having that confidence that, okay, I can speak and people can listen. If I speak the right thing, people need to listen. I never had that approval from my own parents or from my own family. So I learned it very badly. So when I was in my job, when I shifted to another city, so when I got that opportunity to chair a meeting, from that point, my all confidence starts gaining that, okay, I can chair a meeting, I can talk to the people, and I can share my things. And that is how I'm here today. But yes, definitely. Uh, uh, Especially in India, this is how we are brought up, and that is how most of the people who should be a good speaker or who can bring that changes to the world, They fail because they learned it that they should not speak or they should not talk about it.
I get it. I get it. And that gets me to the next question. Then, how is it that, how do I know? Say, for example, I have been through major breakups, I have been through relationship to relationship. How do I know that I'm ready for the next one now?
Okay, so in this case, I think that was the moment when you think that I do not need anyone. Only just, I mean, I am okay and I can live alone. I do not need anyone for their support. It can be economical, it can be social, it can be anything. I do not need any support. I can live alone and I can be happy. That was the moment you are complete. You believe in yourself. You know who you are. You know your value. And then if someone comes in your life, that's only because you wanted to be happy with that person until your deathbed. That should be the only reason. You should be happy with that person until your deathbed, not for any other reason. Because we are here to be happy, and that's the basic need we all, basic thing we all need. So only we should be happy. We can laugh at lungs, we can enjoy our life, and when we will be in our deathbed, we will close our eyes with lots of good memories with that person. If your mindset is this, then you are ready.
Okay. So the time you feel that you're complete and you do not need anybody else to make you feel complete is when you know that you're ready. And that so
Correct.
happens. I have read these quotes also that the moment you fall in love with yourself, everybody else falls in love with you. And I'm
Yes.
sure you and I
Yes.
personally have experienced this. People start commenting on whatnot, but yeah, people start following us because they know that it's all about energy. It makes you attractive.
It's all
Not
about
seeing
energy.
anybody from the outside makes you all the more attractive. So, yes,
Right.
feeling whole within you, feeling that love for yourself, and realizing that now I'm complete. I can share it with someone, not need it from someone, share it with someone. That's the, like she said, we need to
Correct.
change our vocabulary. We do not want somebody from the outside to make us feel complete. We do not need anybody else,
Right.
anybody to approve of us or validate us. Is when we are ready to share. We love ourselves, we are
Yes.
whole, we are ready to share our life, we are ready to have a company to spend our life with somebody else. If you're ready for that,
Right.
what is the topic? Zed, you've tuned in. The topic is her journey from breakups to breakthrough. I think I did put in the topic also. So I'm pretty much done with the questions, Tanwita. Now I'll open the floor for questions. So Simran had asked, one second, Simran had asked a question. I'm not sure if she's still there. I will get her question on the screen. One second. One second. Simran, can you put that question again, sweetheart?
I think I can see the question. That's something
What is the question?
Poonam just wanted to ask her that if relationship was for 3 years and that partner wants to be with his ex as friend and he wants me to accept it, is it
Please,
right
Simran,
relationship to continue?
did
Yeah.
you get the question, Tanvi?
Yeah, I get that. Okay, so the question I think, which if Simran, if you are online, if I'm getting your question is that in case if you are with your husband or your partner and the partner is having a friend relationship with his ex, is that all right? Is that right relations to continue? I hope Simran is there. Is it? So if I'm getting it correct, then yeah, why not? I mean, if you know your energy, if you know your partner's energy, if you know your both's energy are stronger and no other storm can bend that down, then no matter it's X, Y, Z, whomsoever it is, it's completely all right because you trust that person, because trust is the basic thing to start a relationship. If you don't have trust, then what's the point of having this relationship? So first you need to clear your mind that you're having trust or not. If you do not have trust, I will doubt on that relationship. Because if you have trust that it can be anybody, you can leave his phone. You don't need to check his phone that, okay, is he texting with someone? You don't need to check that. You don't need to even bother what he is doing, because if he is loyal, he will come to you and he will say that, you know, my ex, which I thought she was friend, she told me something such. And if you are not, you know, if you think that he is not trustworthy, then again I doubt on that relationship. So you can test him and you can get the answer, because before giving your full, test him. If you get negative, you'll be more than happy, but if you get positive, you will be, you know, in a safe zone. But I think this is what I can say you now. Just test him and see what result you got. Don't get influenced by me just because I'm saying you're doing it. No. If you think that you need to do, then you, because it's your relationship, because you chose that partner. I don't even know with whom you are. So think about that person, think about yourself, do meditation, ask for valid. Whatever question you are having, you can ask to the universe through your meditation, and universe will answer you. You can give such things, which also works like, universe, if this is yes, then show me 111, and if this is no, then don't show me any answer within 3 days. You know, the way you want, you need to be crystal clear with your questions, and universe will give you answer, because universe is always with you. You only need to feel it and to analyze it. So if you're having any question, ask universe and then opt for it. Don't hear anybody. We are no one. Me, Poonam, are no one. It's your life. You need to decide. And the only energy you can trust blindly is universe. So channel yourself to the universe to get that answer. But before, if you do not have trust, question yourself.
That's true. That's true.
That's it.
You do not have trust, that you've got to question yourself first. And talking about that, I think if there's this question also, then I doubt you have trust.
True.
Because when there's trust, you will never have these questions. But if you do not, if you have
Exactly.
questions, that means there's something wrong with the trust.
Something wrong. Yes.
So anybody else who has any questions? Hi Sudhir, thank you so much for tuning in. So good to see you after a long time. There's somebody else also. Hi Rasul, thank you so much for tuning in. Hi Samuel. Hi Anil Bhaiya. Hi Preeti. So good to see you guys. I'm not sure if anybody else has any questions. I just got Simran. Okay, we'll wait for the questions. And meanwhile, if there's Tanvi, one tip to the people who are going through breakups, what would you suggest them?
It is just a phase. Just look in this way. This is just a phase. And you will also cross. And the moment you will cross, that would be your past, and you will have learnings. With that, you will take it forward. That's it.
That's beautiful. This is just the phase. Just the
It's
face.
just a, it's helped
So
me like
I think,
anything. Okay, this is just a phase, just a phase. It works like magic.
I mean, you being in relationships, major relationships, is not a joke. 6 years, 3 years, again 3 years, total 12 years together.
Total 11 years.
Now,
And I was laughing yesterday that I give my 11 years to the people whom I'm not married. Oh
and
God,
it's
that's the
when
insane thing.
you look back, it feels like a time waste. But at the same time, you also realize that had they not been there, you wouldn't have learned the things, and you wouldn't have become the person you are today.
Yeah, yes. I am a complete different person
So,
whom I was 11
are you
years ago,
thankful?
not just
Thankful
because
to
of my
those
age and
three
also because
guys
of my
who got
experience.
Are you thankful to those guys who got you on the camera today?
I am thankful. I really want to, um, if they are watching or they will watch, I want to share authentic feeling that I do not have any grudges, and thank you for being with me on that phase, because you are the reason I'm sitting here, because I never imagined my life in this way. So thank you.
True, true. True. I mean, we wouldn't have imagined that we would have been. I would have connected with Tanwita Ganguly from Kolkata. You wouldn't have
Yes,
imagined that you would connect with me. We wouldn't have imagined that we would come live and uh, talk about breakups to breakthrough journey. What did we feel? What is it all about?
correct,
How do you deal with it? And all and all. Had those guys not been there.
right, correct, correct.
So truly, deeply grateful to
So everything happens
everybody.
for a reason.
Absolutely. A true believer that everything happens for a reason. The people that you see in your life are all for a reason. They are karmics, they are soulmates, they are people
Correct,
who are meant to be with you. On the journey, there are people who are meant to teach you
correct.
lessons. And there's one thing that I would want to add is we talk a lot about karma, but in a very realistic sense, if you hate somebody today, if you put if you accumulate any negative energy around a person, remember that you're adding them to your karma, and you will attract them
True,
again in your life. And
true,
the
true.
only so I'm not sure how many of you would want to see your exes again in your next life. I wouldn't want that. I'm sure Tanvi wouldn't want that. So the best way is
No,
to forgive them. Be thankful that they were there, that you learned your lesson. Else you will keep on attracting them, which is not the right thing.
hmm. This is a very important
So I
thing
think
which you
we are
said, Poonam, that if you are having any grudges or any bad negative feelings towards someone, you are only giving points to your own karmic account.
yeah
So for your, if you be selfish, then also you should not do that.
yeah because if you let them go today, the karmic strings will be cut. We call it cutting cords.
Right,
So in spiritual terms, we call it cutting cords. But since I have a mixed audience, majority of them are not spiritual. Just forgive them. Forgive them.
absolutely.
Understand that they were meant to teach you a lesson. Understand your lesson and move on. It is for your
Hmm,
own good. If you will
true.
if you will feel that they did wrong to you, they wronged you, they ditched you, if you would have any sort of negative emotions, you will only attract them in the next lifetime so that they pay the karma back to you. So do not accumulate that.
Right,
Be selfish, like Tanvi said. Be selfish. Forgive them for you. Do not forgive them for them. Forgive them for you, and
absolutely,
move on. We would want to have
absolutely.
a good next life. We would want to have good karma in this lifetime for the next lifetime.
Right.
So I think we are pretty much done with the show, Tanvi. I don't see any more questions. So thank you so much for tuning in. It takes a lot of courage, though it doesn't really take a lot of courage. That's again the conditioning. So when I was in the show,
Yeah.
when I had put the flyers, when I had asked people to put in questions and everything, everybody was saying it takes a lot of courage to talk about your relationships in the open. But that's again just conditioning. It does not take courage.
True.
It doesn't take you courage
True.
to talk about your new car, new girlfriend, new boyfriend, new house. It doesn't take courage for you to talk about good things.
Yes.
It only takes courage
I agree.
when you are talking about something that can strengthen lives. That is not true. So it is okay to fall, because when you fall down is when you get up again. Nothing is permanent.
Right.
Good, bad, both are part of lives, both are for balance. And from my session, from
So,
this session, I have a biggest learning that we all have to work on our vocabulary, because the words that we choose, though we are not our thoughts, but the choice of thoughts becomes a part of us, and that's how consciously and consciously we pass on the message to the universe, and that's what we see in our lives also. So we've got to work on our
true.
vocabulary. And yes, everything
Correct.
that happens, if
Correct.
you're thinking is a bad phase, it's just a phase. Just a phase.
Just a face. Just a face.
So thank you so much for being there, Tanvi. So much love to you. Thank you with all my heart. And I will see you soon.
Definitely. And thank you so much, Poonam. And it's not only, yeah, gaining courage for me. You are also a big heart person and a very open minded person. That's why you are also here with me. And you gave me this opportunity to share, to heal many of the people who are actually struggling now. So you're doing a wonderful job and a big heart from here to there. And yeah, I'm always with you and always with those all who are watching if you need any help. And if you can't speak about it, we both are here. You can contact any of us, whomsoever you are comfortable with, and just tell us your problem. We are always there.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. That's Tanvita Ganguly, me, Poonam. And we will see you next time for another session on something that people do not talk about but are going through. So much love to you all. If you're watching us on replay, please put in the comments hashtag replay for us to understand that it's on replay, and you would get a clear video. I am sure you'll get a clear audio and sound combination throughout the show. I think Tanvi and I did not get it, but I am sure it'll be there on the replay. And yes, until next time, know that I love you all with all my heart. God bless you. Namaste. Bye, Tanvi. I will see you
Namaste.
soon.
Bye. Bye.